and today I have a really interesting one for you all. I'll be doing the review on the Necomimi Ears. So your Necomimi Ears will come with a couple of different things when you open up the box. It has like some warranty stuff that you can put to the side, and it has like a really cool guide that shows you the different parts for Necomimi, and I'll show you in a bit, but there's going to be two major parts that you need to make sure that are on you securely, so that way you can monitor your brain waves. One is going to be the ear clip, and then one is going to be like the brain wave sensor, that's what they call it. And you gotta tuck in your ears and all that fun stuff, and it shows you kind of like the emotions for the ears. So I am not gonna lie to you guys, I'm very excited about this review. I've played with it a couple of times already, and when you get the box and you open it up, you're gonna get the head system part that comes out first. Underneath that, you're gonna see the ears. So the ears that it comes with are these little white ears, and like I said, here's your headset thing. And inside of the ears, it'll show you where is your left and where is your right. So this one is obviously the left. So it's gonna go on to the left peg, boop, just like that. And then this one is the R, so it's the right one, so it's gonna go into the right ear and boop, just like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're gonna need to do in order to open up the battery pack and where our power is. So let's go ahead and take a look. It says that you can open up the battery pack with a coin. So here is my penny, woo, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, here I go. And whoop, I've already opened it because I put batteries in it already. They do not come with batteries. You're gonna have to get your own batteries. So the batteries you're gonna need are AAA batteries, and you're gonna need 4 AAA batteries. Now what a lot of people I have read and I've looked up, and people suggest that you get rechargeable AAA batteries. I haven't personally tested out a full set of batteries and how long it lasts. I imagine that if you have the cat ears on for a long time, since it uses a lot of motion and different things like that to move the ears, that you're going to probably go through these batteries pretty quickly. When your battery is low, you will have a little indicator on the other side that'll start flashing and show you that your battery is indeed dying and you need to recharge them or get other batteries in there. But yes, you need 4 AAA batteries. People suggest to get rechargeable ones, because that way you can recharge them and use them again and again. You don't have to spend that much money. So you'll see the little cat blue light thing turn on, and right now it's trying to calibrate. If you look at the ears will calibrate because one will be going down and then it goes back up. Right now I don't have them on, so it's not doing anything because I don't have anything on. But yes, this blue little light tells you that it's on, and if you need to get new batteries in there, it's going to start flashing and you'll be able to see it, because this will be on the side of your head and you'll be able to see it like in a mirror or whatever, and you'll also notice that your ears aren't really moving, so yeah. So now the fun part, which is putting on the Necomimi Ears. It's actually really, really simple. Since it looks pretty much like a headset, you're going to slip it on like a headset, with the one exception of making sure that you have the back of your head strap towards the back. That way you can have extra support, and you're going to make sure that your sensors are in the right place. So I'm going to go ahead and slip this on. I have crazy hair, so I'm going to make sure that it's going to go, the band is going to go over my hair. If you have your hair normal, then you're not going to have any problems, but I have my hair kind of crazy today. So I'm going to put that behind, making sure the strap is all the way. And I have bangs, which kind of helps me to hide the forehead sensor. If you don't have bangs or anything, you're going to be able to see this thing right here. You're going to want to make sure that this, the brainwave sensor is going to be flush to your head. If it is not on all the way, you're going to have some difficulties. I am able to hide it because I've got bangs. So, whatever kind of hair that you have, you know, adjust it, make sure that nothing is in the way of the sensor. The second part that you really need to make sure is on all the way is going to be your ear clip. You need to make sure that it is on your earlobe and it's sitting there comfortably. If you've got earrings on, you might want to consider taking them off. I've tried putting it on with earrings before, and it's kind of harder to put the ear clip on because the ear clip's kind of big and it needs your whole earlobe. So you really might want to consider not wearing earrings if you're going to put on the Necomimi Ears. Make sure that the little strap in the back is adjusted nicely for your head so it can sit there with a good comfort. So if you look at the back of my head here, you can see the strap. I've kind of learned to kind of put hair over it so I can kind of cover it. You can do the same thing too if you have longer hair, just to kind of cover that back strap, because I don't know about you guys, but I like when I'm wearing cosplay things, I don't like certain things to show, and I kind of see this as kind of like a cosplay thing, so I'm gonna make sure that it kind of is somewhat hidden, kind of fixed and whatnot. So after you have that, you are ready to turn on the system. Just make sure that everything is in place. If you're wearing makeup, make sure your sensor is clean, doesn't have your makeup on it, and then you should be able to turn it on. I'm going to make sure that this stuff is set too. So my ears, doing a quick check. My ears are on, everything's ready to go. I'm ready to turn the power on. So this is where our power button is. It's this little circle here located on the side right here with the battery pack. I'm going to go ahead and click it. When you click it on, one of your ears is going to be drooping down, and that's telling you that it's calibrating. So the different times that I've put this on, it's kind of varied on getting in sync with my brainwaves. I know the instructions say that it should, you know, sense it, you know, it should calibrate it within like a few minutes or so. I have found that it takes me about like a good 5 minutes for it to really set in. Because even after wearing them for a while, you'll notice that sometimes it'll go down because it's recalibrating. And if you notice that it's still calibrating for a long time, what I've read is that you're going to want to make sure that these little ear sensor things and your forehead sensor are really on. You want to make sure that they're where they're supposed to be. And after that, you know, after they calibrate, they should be kind of just like moving around and different things like that, and it should start picking up on your brainwaves. This is brainwaves. I thought this was like a cool psychic thing that you could do, and like if you're really excited and make an excited face, that your ears will go like all crazy, and like when you're really sleepy and you make yourself kind of like sad, that your ears will droop. It's not necessarily a matter of that, it's more of that it's just picking up on your brainwaves. So I have found that like when I'm reading manga or I'm doing kind of some mundane things, or I'm just kind of like, you know, kind of like at a relaxed state, the ears will droop down. And they have like a whole guide of like reference of like different emotions and things like that that the ears will display. So like I said, the calibrating signal is one going up, one going down. If you are at a relaxed state, the ears kind of go downwards. If you focus on something, they'll perk back up. And then when you're interested in something, kind of like what you're doing right now, they kind of wiggle. And I was watching an interview with NeuroWare, because that's the company that makes this, and she was interviewing somebody else, and while they were talking to each other, their ears were wiggling, and she had made the comment that, you know, that's good though, because that means that we're interested in like what we're doing right now and we're talking to each other. So it's just kind of different little emotions like that. I've worn it for a long time. I really honestly don't know about the battery life. I haven't had it like on for a full day to see what it's like. I've heard mixed reviews though about people saying that it will last like a good amount of time with the AAA batteries that you put in there. And I think somebody had said that they'd worn them to convention and it lasted for a majority of the convention. They switched out the batteries maybe like once. And they had it on the whole time. So it depends on how frequently you wear them. I've had mine, the same batteries in since I first got them, but I turned them on, I've only turned them on for this review one time when I was playing with them all day, or not all day, but like a good portion in the morning, and then when I first initially opened it up to play with it. So this is the same batteries that I've been using. So, it's going to depend on how long you wear them for that your batteries will last, which is why, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people had suggested getting rechargeable batteries, so that way you can just recharge them and you're not kind of like throwing money out the window because you're buying AAA batteries all the time. Other than that, I mean, it fits pretty comfortably. At first, I was really noticing the ear clip, but after a while you kind of forget about it. You really don't feel anything there anymore. Mainly if you kind of are used to wearing earrings and things like that. The whole fit of it is pretty comfortable. There was a couple of things that I do wish that you could do with it though. I really wish that you could go ahead and put it with a wig, because I think it would be a really cool cosplay aspect to have, mainly if you're doing some type of half animal creature. To be able to put it underneath a wig would be really cool. but there's a couple things that I think prevent it from happening, which is one being this battery pack thing. You'd have to find out a way to conceal it or move it somewhere else. Also the headband up here, you'd have to have something that can poke through the wig. You might have to do adjustments with that in order to get that to work. So the only really cool adjustment that I saw successfully done was there was a furry on YouTube that made a head, a furry head, and made slots for the ears to go through. And since furries actually, you know, they have a lot of the face like molded. I have no clue because I'm not a furry. I really don't know anything about it, but he had made it so well that he could actually put this battery pack inside of it. And the only things that poked out were the ears, and it looked really cool. So this is definitely like a really cool item if you're into cosplay, or if you're into like the furry hobby, or you just like cats and you want to have like your own set of ears. It's really awesome, and I think they do really honestly work. I don't think it's like what you might think it is, like using your own like psychic brain to like make it move with like your own thoughts. And I've read people say, you know, I've read and people had said like, you know, that they have been able to do it, like, you know, they make their ears do different things. But I think honestly, all in all, it's just kind of like a cute little gimmicky, cool piece thing to have. The different earpieces, there's a bunch of different things that you can get for the earpieces because you don't have to just stick with these white ones. The Junky Spot offers leopard print ones, as I mentioned before, and then there's a couple of different places like on Etsy and Amazon and eBay that have different ear covers as well, and not just cat ones too. I've seen like other people make like foxes and dog ears and other things like that, so it's really awesome. I think they're really, really cool. It's like a totally random thing because I thought it was really interesting that the Junky Spot was selling them because it's not really anything to do with dolls, but you know, we all kind of like meld into the same hobbies. Anime people, you know, there's people that are in the BJD hobby that like anime and Lolita, and I think we all kind of come together, this whole genre of people that we have. So if you're interested in ears, the awesome place to check out, it would be the Junky Spot. And I must say, it's really interesting because I did a search to see about pricing, because if you have ever gone to the conventions, you'll notice that they sell them there at the conventions, and sometimes they're really expensive. So I thought it was a pretty good price. I did a search for Amazon and eBay, and the Junky Spot offers them at a really reasonable price compared to other places as well. So if you want to check them out, it's www.junkyspot.com. I hope this helped you out if you're interested in the Necomimi Ears, because they're super duper cool. And if you keep an eye out for other places too, Neuroware made a tail called the Shippo, I think is what it's called. Shippo means tail in Japanese. But they made one also that twitches and moves. It's just a tail, so you can have a complete set. You can have the ears and the tail. Hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm gonna continue playing with my Necomimi Ears because they're so much fun. Okay, bye!